What I really like about the camera is it's so easy to use. You do not have to be an early adopter, somebody who's a techie. You can be anyone in the office. There are many dentists as well who are not really into cameras, but nobody has to be afraid of this. You turn it on really easily, the green light goes on, everything is on the back screen to be able to see it. You've got exactly what you have to do, even if you forget. You're not ever at a loss because it's all there. And also it's lightweight, you can do everything with one hand only. So it can be anyone in the office that can take over.
The iSpecial C2 is a remarkable camera. It's revolutionary because it takes the pain out of using a camera in the dental office. The iSpecial C2 is remarkable in that it has a smart sensor system with its flash mode mechanism. It's able to identify the ambient light, the operatory light, and make sure that each and every image that you capture has the perfect amount of light to give you a very great quality, in-depth picture. Its depth of field, because of that, is going to be even more spectacular than you would get with any other camera on the market today. It's simple, it's easy, my staff loves it, I love my iSpecial C2.
What I like best about the iSpecial C2 is the isolate feature. You know, we all use a shade guide in the office, and you got to remember a shade guide is a guide, it's not a promise. We're conflicting with our shades when we're having gingival tissue present or the metal from the shade tab. What I like best is with the isolate feature, it will gray all of that tissue out, so that unlike with a shade guide where it's a guide, not a promise, when you use isolate, you're actually seeing color that's a promise, because now you and your technician are seeing the exact shade of the tooth.
The mode I use most is isolation shade. We are a huge Crown and Bridge office, and we were having trouble before we got this camera matching our porcelain at the lab. We can hook up the camera to our computer, download it straight to the lab, and they have a perfect shade match.
This camera is completely able to be disinfected. I'm able to put gloves on both hands, I'm able to go in the patient's mouth, take the photos the way I want, and when I'm finished, I can disinfect the entire camera. And for me, that is probably the most important thing about this camera.
The iSpecial C2 camera, if you look at it, first of all, it's sexy, it's sleek. This camera has a variety of programming features that make it incredible. Number one, the ability to take a full face view if I want to. Number two, I can take a shot from further away in the middle of a surgical procedure. The ability to draw on the screen, on the inside, we can draw on this screen, actually save that image and email that image to a patient so they can have a better understanding of their treatment. Those are the things that I love about the iSpecial C2.
A lot of practices might not have the capability of being able to see something on their computer or have an iPad handy, and it's great for me because if I'm just taking something really quickly and I'm trying to show patients something fast, they can see it. The screen is large enough for me to do that, and my favorite feature of the camera is all the modes. Because what we find is a lot of times as we're trying to adjust cameras, other cameras, we're having to change f-stops, we're having to change the numbers, and then sometimes we forget those numbers, and did I turn it when I was doing the full face? This is just a touch screen, and it's so easy because going from a mirror mode to a full face to standard modes, all I gotta do is look at the picture and I can just push the buttons.
The two major concerns when I'm taking dental photographs is, will the image be properly lit, and what is my depth of field? Well, the good news is that the iSpecial C2 has automated all these procedures. Autofocus, auto metering, auto exposure, everything is done with a simple click. It is user-friendly, extremely intuitive, and very easy to learn.
Top three favorite features of the camera, I'd have to say definitely the touch screen, the lightweight, and that you are able to use this cavity wipe or sterilize it on the outside, wipe it down, clean it up. You can go ahead and zoom in and out. If you're too close, it has the red there. If you're too far away as well. Right when you're at that perfect picture, it gives you that green light, good to go. Helps me out a lot. I have to say it's a dramatic difference between the camera that I was using and the one that I have now. Significant difference as far as the weight, as far as the durability, the ease of use, top notch. And who doesn't like technology? Having that big screen makes it a lot easier to use, I can tell you that.